So my name is Antony Berthelote. It's Berthelote, like rabbits. They give birth a lot. I go by Tony. Like I said, was a teacher here for about a dozen years. Started the hydrology program. I'm basically by trade a geologist or a hydrogeophysicist. After about a dozen years, I decided to move over when this opportunity came up, and now I'm the Vice President of Enrollment Management and Student Affairs. I think tribal colleges always work with limited resources. And many times those limited resources make some creative solutions. Some of our creative solutions, and I don't know if this applies to all tribal colleges or not, but some of our creative solutions has been to silo things. So over 40 years, I say we're 40 years new, right? But over 40 plus years that we've been here, we've siloed things. So some institutions, the registrar might do the catalog, and they do FERPA, and they do admissions, and they're pretty much in everything, right? The curriculum committee stuff, they're in everything. Here, our registrar basically just works on registration stuff and graduation and transcripts, and that's about it. Admissions got pulled out, and they're their own department. The catalog got pulled out. Curriculum department got pulled out. Who does FERPA training got pulled out. And so those all got specialized into different places in the institution where we could find someone to do it. Now that the campus has grown, that's somewhat hurting us a little bit because we need one person who's responsible for these things, and we're integrated, or we should be integrated, but we're not. Make sure that it's for the students. Make sure that you're integrated across campus, and that whoever's doing something over in student services, it might be impacting however somebody else is advising over in the faculty side of things. Put them together. Make a committee where they're working together on things. You know, we're actually making administrative decisions now, which are inclusive of students being in panels and discussion groups and so forth, and looking at like why things aren't working or why they're not working for the students anyway, and how we can overcome those challenges. So I would say that my number one thing, I came in, and I think within the first 2 weeks of me taking on this position, I sat down with someone at admissions and I said, okay, let's go through the application process, because I've heard that it's complicated, and I've been here a dozen years, and I know from students it's complicated. Let's do it step by step. And we looked at each single question, and it was like, why are we asking this question? And they're like, oh, well, we need this. And I'm like, but that's not what the question says. That's not how the student is reading it. So I look at things about how the students see things, and then I try to change our policies, procedures, or whatever that forward-facing thing is to the students. And I ask the students to come participate in those sessions. I would caution people to look at their processes, their procedures, and make sure that they are integrated and that they're working together for a common goal and a common mission, and that involves the students.